Welcome to it, 2026. What is going on? Let's get on to it. Happy New Year. It's 2026. Time flies, baby dolls. Time flies. My goodness gracious. Let's get everything up. Make sure I have all the stuff back up on X. Yes. Took me a month of being out of analytics and other shit I use for premium downloading videos and all kinds of other stuff that you have to end up paying for. So I ended up going about a month without any of that stuff, just a free account on X and tracking analytics and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth $11 a month, but anyways, it's not worth it if you think that it's going to boost followers or views or likes or interactions in any way. It's not. It'll put you, perhaps, it says anyways, that it'll put you in front of more people, but I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. The only thing I've seen is especially this last month when I wasn't paying for X, I was getting, from what I can tell, the same amount of views, if not more, and the same amount of likes and comments, if not more. By, not by a huge amount, but anyways, noticeable amount. It was either the same or a little bit above. So it's like, if you're doing it for that, whatever. Paying for the analytics and thinking about it that way and sort of honing your craft and being able to do that, having the ability to do that on through X and having the business aspect of it, if you're that minded or thinking in that way, or at least prepping in that way, it's just a different way of looking at it. You just look at it differently. You look at it for that, you're paying for that, instead of, you're not getting any benefit per se from being put in front of a huge crowd and allowed to perform. You're quite obviously still getting throttled, and certain posts I'll post within the same hour, and then I'll go back and see how post did, and there'll be 13 views on one, 150 on another, 6 on another, and I can tell based off of what I posted that shit gets throttled and then it goes away, because I'll do something, I'll say something that could potentially get me throttled or be controversial or however you want to think that. Make people upset, I guess, or think, God forbid, and expect a throttling, a subsequent throttling on subsequent posts. So then I'll post in very quick order, and I'll just see that have nothing to do with what I just posted. So I'll post something political, and then I'll do a whole bunch of gaming posts or funny shit or whatever have you, and then watch the first post affect these posts in the short term, and then over time these posts kind of gain a little bit of traction beyond what this one did. It's bizarre. They don't think we notice, but we notice. And yeah, when you're small enough and you're analytically, you have a mindset of being analytical, or wanting to, the curiosity of, oh, did that work? Did this didn't work? What was this? Why is this? What is that? When you start getting into figuring out, well, perhaps it was this, perhaps it was that. Analytics, time of day, when you stream, when you tweet, when you put out content. Is it live? Is it uploaded? And how you promote it is ultimately, it comes back to the hustle. So everything about the first like 2.5, 3 years of COVID, so 2020, and then I'd say probably through 2022, maybe halfway through 2023, we'll give it that time range, halfway through 2023. So in that time frame, with COVID and people being working, people working from home and those sorts of things, being laid off or whatever, there was, as far as streaming and social media, there was this artificial bubble that happened. And several of us, especially during COVID, several of us noticed the possibility of a bubble, that this isn't sustainable, that whatever you earned or were earning through COVID was going to stagnate because people were going to go back to work, whatever have you. So your followers may stay the same, your subscriptions may stay the same at the same number, but your overall views and interactions drop because a large portion of who was free to watch, had the free time to watch your stuff, don't have the free time anymore. They had gone back to work or changed jobs or any number of moved or their circumstances changed or whatever have you. There was a lot of that was going on in the last 5 years, especially in the last 2 years when things have sort of normalized, and you have to get back to the hustle, the pre-COVID hustle of setting a goal, a small goal, achieving it, small goal, achieving it, those sorts of things. And what I noticed I've been playing with things over the last 2 years, off and on, and then sort of as I had time figuring, this isn't a full-time gig, so I don't think about this. It doesn't consume me. It's not 24/7, whatever. I'll go months without having an idea or whatever have you, or I'll get lazy or whatever. I do it mainly for fun. This is my fun that I'm also broadcasting. So I would have been doing this anyways, but I'm broadcasting. So I only stream when I game. So when I stream my games, that I don't game when I'm not also streaming those. That's kind of the habit that I got into. But the hustle of getting, when you do put out content, of having the promotional skills and those sorts of things, the best time of day, the best day, when's the best time, what's the best day of the week to drop stuff, at what time, and how does how does your audience react, or how do people react when you do certain things? Are your interactions more non-followers or non-subscriptions? Are you getting a lot of new people that kind of like transients that kind of you'll never see them again? They don't follow you, they just kind of came through your video and then, or your content, and then just left. There's a lot of stuff to sort of look at and really digest, because I've seen people who and I don't by any stretch of the imagination have any answers beyond what I have noticed or experienced. People have had suggestions and those sorts of things that I've taken to heart. But if I'm being honest with myself, those are few and far between. And anyone who socializes and does this, and in the background has asked questions or whatever have you, you'll know that answers are very few. That a lot of times when you start asking questions, hey, when you did this, when you start asking them either technical stuff, or you give the impression that you want to do it, or they figure out, oh, this guy also streams, or whatever it is, there's this weird fucking artificial, I guess, competition that happens. Everyone gets all tight-lipped. Like, oh, how did that happen? When you start asking questions like, what did you do differently? What are you doing differently? And it's all fucking secret sauce. Because they think that if they tell you, you're going to take viewers or whatever from them. There's like 8 billion people on the fucking planet, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a million. There are plenty of people out there. So there are plenty of eyeballs. There are plenty of followers. No one's going to run out of any of it. The fact of the matter is that you just have to niche yourself. You have to find yourself and just stick to it. And the people will come. People who aren't interested in your stuff, you don't want them around anyway. You want people who are like, oh, I like the games you play, I like the things you talk about, I like whatever. That kind of stuff. And a lot of times, people fucking TikTok, dude, I don't get their shit. I don't get their shit. I start doing live stuff, and what's funny is I stopped the stream to TikTok, and then I started again. I just have to put it in the category each time, but everything's already set up, so it's like, so I just started again, add the numbers together. I don't understand TikTok. I don't use TikTok enough as a consumer to there we go. Now we're back up. Oops. To it. Welcome to it. Yep. All right, so anyways, I just noticed that TikTok it's fucking so funny. You have to go through, just monitor your shit. You know what I'm saying? Monitor your streams and monitor your streams. And so, with that being said, another piece of advice is when you're building your PC, build it to that standard, to where you'll be able to play a PC game, stream it to at least one channel, and because internet speed being what it is, that's completely separate from your fucking PC. If your internet speed in your area is only so high, you can only stream to so many channels regardless of how badass your computer is. But just talking about computers, make sure when you're building a computer that it's robust enough to handle playing a game, your streaming program, so like in my case OBS Studio. I also have Firefox open. I have Firefox tab open. I have a Brave tab open. I have my Word document open that has the titles and all that stuff. I have Stream Deck open. A couple other things running in the background. Make sure your updates on your programs, every app that you use in order to do what you need to do, make sure that those apps are up to date, that your drivers are up to date, those sorts of things. But ultimately, that's just background. That's what you're doing in the background every single time. Like that's base. So your system is base. You're like, everything you do, you're in a rhythm to where you can do it almost automatically, where everything about what you do is kind of in a rhythm. There's times I forget, oh, I didn't do this, or I didn't do that. The 5-minute countdown, sometimes I fucking forget, and it comes in like 3 minutes into the opening. Beyond all of that, get a little pattern and then be forgiving to yourself. So you're gonna have days, man. You're gonna have days where you're just tired, or you've been drinking or smoking or whatever you do, and you're just a little bit off. And you can't be your worst enemy. So when you make mistakes, be grateful, laugh, and don't make them again. Learn. That's the best thing. And if you're having fun, it doesn't matter. Like, the reason, because I've been asked, how you're doing this for years on end, how is that? This is a hobby, so if it ever brought in money, I just got accepted into the Rumble creative program, or creator program, whatever, premium creator on Rumble, and there's a monetization aspect to it, and that, that's attractive. If it could make a little bit of cash, that'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the guy to be like, so I want to make money, what do I need to do to make money? I'll do anything. That's not me. I just do things my way, and if that makes money, if people want to hang out, if that is a thing, cool. If not, then it'll just be what it's always been, and that's been a hobby of me playing my games. So nothing changes. I'm just broadcasting. It also gives me like a little bit of a chance to make something permanent for my kids and grandkids and those sorts of things to sort of, which my grandparents didn't have the opportunity to do. Sort of leave something for them to stumble across or whatever. I think that's kind of cool too. I think the fact that I'm even able to do this from my garage to six different stream to six different channels is it's pretty retarded. It really is. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. I dig it, but yeah, man, it's it's funny. Not that it should be illegal, but it's kind of like that ham radio thing where you just get up and you're just doing it, and people, well, they're doing their thing around you, and sometimes they bleed in, sometimes they bleed out. But yeah, I think it's funny. I really do. I think that there's an element to it that will always be lighthearted with me. I do get down on myself as far as technically, like when I have issues and stuff like that. You might hear me on X, bitching and complaining about fucking technical aspects of this shit. And sometimes it fucking gets on me because, like, when you're doing it, like every day, and every day you're doing it, something new is fucking stupid. You come in and that's not working. Oh, you fix it, you stream. Don't change anything. Put your shit down, walk away. Come back, go to stream again. Now that's not working. What the fuck? Now you fix that and you stream. And there was a period of time where it was like, for several weeks, where it was like every time I went to stream, there was something. I was like, ugh. So it does personally be like, that's not fun or whatever. But also the aspect of figuring shit out and the analytics and getting in and tinkering and it is important to know the widgets so that when something like that happens on the fly, you're not melting down or have to stop the stream or anything like that. You could just proceed. Sometimes you have to stop the stream and start it back over again. Sometimes there's an OBS issue, you forgot to do this, whatever. But usually you can, worst case scenario, you close the game down. Have to start the game again. You know what I'm saying? So you start the game again, and then your problems are typically solved. So it's fun. It's 2026. I'm kind of rambling. It's early in the morning. Waiting on the things. 23 minutes in. Okay. This is obnoxious. Let me get up. Where am I at? Okay. I have the thing. Let's get over here. Let's get over here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for jumping in extra early, January 1st. It is a Thursday, but I know a lot of people in the States and probably around the world have it off today. Well, yesterday for a lot of people. Australia's already done. But anyways, if you're here in the States, good morning. It's 7:13 here in Colorado, so welcome to it. Let me get my ears on. Let me get my ears on. All right. Cool. Okay. Perfect. So there's a little background music going on while I'm talking. It is all good. Check that out. Check it out. All right, I think I'm gonna bring this down so there's a little bit of me that I can hear. It's not gonna be helpful to the game is coming through, or my voice will be coming through here as far as they're concerned. But all right, let's see. Actually, no, wait, hold up. I am on Xbox, so yeah, I want my microphone. So let's get here. Interesting. Yeah, man. As far as like being level 50. A lot of the MMO games that have the
automated warning to all responders. Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
You have unopened perk packs. Would you like to open them? Yes. I woke up this morning and it was an eye-opening experience. That was it. Hold on. Oh, I can't see it. It's over. I see it at X, but it's too small. Let's see. Cool. Is this...
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors down. Good job. Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. You need to reset the farmhand targeting parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area. Be careful.
Not enough available points to equip a card for that special. Oh, what the... Bro, what is going on? This is... I don't even... Okay. Huh. Not exactly sure. Alright. Okay, so it... The interesting thing about this, so it... Okay. Hold up just a second. Here. This camp is currently... unplaced. And there's... Okay, I'm not exactly sure as far as camp slots, what I'm supposed to do with that, but I think what I'm gonna do is walk... Overseer camp. I think what I'm gonna do is walk here where am I at here? Alright, there's a lot of walking around I gotta be doing. Alright, so hit points now. Hold up, let me go. It's not what I wanted to do necessarily, but whatever. Okay, that's that. That's jump. So B. For the love of God. Alright, so B. Move camp. So I need to go this way. I'll bypass all this shit. Never mind. Exit the station. Okay.
Huh. I'll need some new clothes. I'm getting real muddy. Now you're looking a little rough. Take this. Be safe. I got here first. Go find some other spot.
We'll find another spot. What's this? A snaptail.
What's that over there?
What up, weirdo?
You? How you doing tonight? We got a calm, clear night. Perfect for watching the stars.
What?
Join the club.
Your
What's one
weigh
more sleepless night
your
after all?
things carefully.
Little dark to be out on your.
Little dark, huh? These.
Building this place up is hard work.
Just walk around harvesting, picking flowers and shit. Am I bleeding? Is that what that is? Partially fed. Running drains AP. Tune into Griffin Radio. W. Green Lodge Country. All boarded up.
The radio network is growing every day, but I'm no use to them where I am now. All I want to do is get out of this place, get my radio set up somewhere, and talk about the world, how it is now. You get me?
I got you.
You have? Well, I bet you didn't see stuff while just hanging out in town, did you? No, you went out there in the world. You did stuff.
Out there in the world,
Look.
did stuff.
I got this dream. It eats me up inside. I've been traveling with this crowd for a while, and, well, I need to get away. You feel me? Don't get me wrong. I still want to stop by and hang out with them, see the sights, but I need quiet, calm. I need to hear the world. I got a radio. I know some people. Got a buddy here in Crater, a hunter pal out in Foundation. Know some people all over. I know people, man. Oh, jeez, dang it. I don't have that much. But, hey, tell you what, I know people who know things. I can tell you where to find valuables, find missing people, or maybe kill things. Those things have bounties sometimes. I can definitely find you at least something every day. Something worth... Yes! My life is really turning around.
All right, so we got somebody.
Everybody on the radio is going to be so impressed.
We're pick somebody up. Now we just got to build a camp. Welcome to Flatwoods. All right, so this is Bink. Let's go over here. Off the road. Who the fuck said that? Hmm. Alright. Built a camp. To or hold to start building. Oh shit, I'm about to build a camp. Alright, let's do this. Okay, left stick, switch to build modify mode, navigate, back, cancel, snap, collide. Okay. Oh my god. Wall decor? How about structure? Hmm. Holy shit. Ugh. I have no budget for anything, but let's see, this is my camp. I see. Alright, so did that. Let's get out of here. Kill Deathclaw. Alright, so this thing, this marker though, I need to and then that's the marker. So my camp's right over there. Okay. And we will...
Jeez, make some noise when you walk, will ya?
Green Country Lodge. Okay, so this... It's like regular Fallout, like... Oh, wonderful. You have the,
Sonny makes it.
Who the
good,
fuck?
Boogie.
Who's talking? Well, like I was saying, some of the structures are, you can't go in. They're just facades, you know, whatever, to fill out the world. But then you'll have, oh, you've discovered
I know,
such
guys.
and such
Fix
building
that.
or whatever. The fuck?
If the scorch of the ferals don't get you, the rads will.
Let me do this. It's hard enough to see, you know what I'm saying?
Arm day. 3 sets of 12 reps. Let's see. Dumbbell bicep curls, tricep.
It's hard work making a living out here.
Pre-war locker. Is there a door?
Oh, nice. I just saw a lightning bug over there.
Must be upstairs. Fucking. All right, so this is, let's... Dinner fork, and there's nothing in the... Oh. Oh shit, so it's... How do you fucking kneel? Okay, so everything's been taken. Gotcha. Oop. Cafeteria tray. Go ahead and take those smokes. No. Alright, so checking out the property basically, and I'm pretty sure. Can you jump? Can't jump. So that was the first floor. Let's see if there's anything of any value.
It's just about time to eat.
Alright, where does this come out? Down here? Oops. That's just me doing buttons from other games, so this guy's.
I'm sorry. I'm looking for some supplies I could use when I'm fixing things up around here. Think you got
I
something
think
could
so.
use? That would be great. What can you give me? I appreciate it. This is gonna really help me out. Oh, I'm all out of water.
You go inside, and you should probably get in the first-person view. Let's go ahead and take all your right away. How's that sound? Actually, check the mirror. Pack of cigarettes. Everything will give you radiation anyways.
Oh, nice. I just saw a lightning bug over there.
Very dark. Hold up. Plus on my... Try to tilt my head down because the light or whatever. What do we... Rates in the suitcase. TV tray, pillow.
What's that over there?
Colander. So funny. Take a whole bunch of crap and just weigh yourself down, huh? Is that what you like to do? Alright, so that's the motel or lodge or whatever. We'll head southwest. I'll go ahead and take that sickle.
I pressed the button. Hush!
Welcome back, dear listeners. It's time once again to put aside all you think you know, all you believe to be true. Time to open your mind to the strange, bizarre, and sometimes terrifying world that exists in the shadows and fringes of our own, where myth, legend, and rumor are made real. Yes, it's time for more thrilling tales from the West Virginia hills. Tonight's episode, Who Goes There? The Strange Encounter in Flatwoods, is brought to you by Sugar Bombs, the breakfast cereal with explosive great taste and 100% of the recommended daily allowance of sugar. Get your morning started right with Sugar Bombs. Our tale begins on a fateful night when a young pioneer scout, Fred Fisher, finds himself in quite the predicament, having taken a spill and fallen into a dark place.
Oops. No. My goodness. Disease chance. Everything is 5 rats. Except sugar bombs. Okay, but how do I... There we go. Enemies take 10% more damage when they attack you. Survival shortcut. Generate 1 survival aiding chem. Requires level 75. Okay. Pick a perk. Oh shit. On to max. On to 1. Oh my my god. Wait, hold up. Luck, perception, endurance, under strength. Okay, so okay, let's see. Boom. All right, so gotcha. I think I'm getting this. Iron Fist. Hmm. Hmm. Buy thing. I gotcha. Oops. Perks. So that's what it was. Okay. Alright. I think. Okay. Forward we go. Mia gets the house and everything in it. A bread box. Sarsaparilla. Oop. Go ahead and drink that right quick. Take that salt though. Dirty ashtray. Wait. Take that antifreeze. A deflated kickball. I think we're good. I think we are good. Oop, wrong button. Crates. Sugar. Go ahead and take that. Let's see what we're doing with this. Nothing underneath, huh? Beer's worn off. ahead and take mostly everything. Like that. Diluted. So there's use. Got all kinds of missions going on, man. Holy crap. All right, let's send this. Hello, lady. Ugh.
Chloe, look, are you here for the responder training? Absolutely. Even in the face of an atomic holocaust, the responders only thought about helping other people. They saved a lot of lives, and even when everything looked hopeless, they didn't stop trying to do what was right. It's a real tragedy that they are all gone now. People like us will never have the chance to thank them for everything they did. Wait a minute. Are you one of those people who was in Vault 76? To be honest, you really don't have the look and feel of someone who spent their life out here in the wilds. The other people I've met from Vault 76 seemed a little more... how to put it, wide-eyed, inexperienced, still figuring things out, you know? They also tend to look healthier, more well-fed, and their skin's not so rough and calloused. Of course. I know how hard it
Well,
can be
we're
out
just
there.
winning
I just
hearts
made up
and
some
minds,
stim
aren't we?
packs. Here, you can have these. Give yourself an injection when you're hurt, and they'll heal you right up.
Welcome to it over on TikTok. Checking it out. Thank you very much. Rumble, YouTube,
There's not
Twitch,
much to
Kick,
tell, really. I
TikTok,
came in
and
with
now
Age
back
and the
on
rest and
X.
stayed at the Foundation for a while.
Welcome
It was
to
nice,
it.
But eventually I wanted to go my own way, you know? Get out and see some places I've never seen. When I heard the message on the... I decided
up,
to
Heather.
stay. It's up in the Savage Divide. There are maybe... Honestly... He's the closest Foundation has to... I never got to know him real well, but he always seemed like a decent guy. Okay, what is it? I found it in one of the houses. I'd also be lying what they stood... Yeah, there's a couple of places around here that
Interesting.
qualify as
Okay.
interesting. At least to me. The Agricultural Research Center is infested with feral ghouls and homicidal robots. But you can find some good scrap in there if you're up to it. The New River Gorge Resort to the east is the same story. Maybe, minus the robots.
That's good to know. right, hold up.
No problem. Hi there.
Help! Someone please help me! Please let me out!
Damn.
Please! Please! I'm begging you! Don't leave me here! Please! 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 I'll give you anything you want! Money? Yeah? You want camps? My life savings! I'll tell you where it is! Go to the graveyard behind the church. The rightmost grave. Stand on it. Walk directly across the river. Halfway up the hill. There's a small clearing. My savings are in an old stump. A little bit off the right, I swear! Please, 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 please! Don't leave me here, please! I'm begging you, please!
It's in terminal.
Interview 2, Reverend Delbert Winters. Hi, I met you in the woods near the Morgantown airport. You were picking flowers. Why?
I was harvesting a lot of stuff, actually. I hunted deer recently. Looked strange, but tasted fine.
Okay. Well, what's a basic, easy meal that someone who's been surviving on cans could make?
You can make tea with dried flowers. It's not much, but it can soothe your stomach. I don't know what this flower is called, but I call it a soup flower. If you add it to water, you can make a tea. Same with rabbit meat or chicken meat. You can easily make soups with boiled water. God willing, we can adapt old recipes to new types of food.
Just talking to this? Oh, yeah, am I loud enough? Okay. Hi. What do you want me to say exactly? Yeah, so just talk about how you got here and maybe a little bit about your life. This is a historic document. Go ahead, Tabitha. Okay.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwoods. My God. There's no one here. The old tavern, the church, people were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry, tortured. We are one. what? Whatever happened...
I bet this town was really nice before the war.
Interesting. I start getting sick. Interesting. A bone cutter. Mind if I do?
Equipment contaminated. Assistance required. Equipment contaminated. Assistance
Interesting.
required.
Okay, let's see.
Equipment contaminated. Assistance required. Equipment contaminated. Assistance required. Equipment contaminated. Assistance required. Equipment
Loader
contaminated.
flamer grenade.
Assistance required. contaminated. Assistance required.
This is my first interview with another survivor, Kesha McDermott. She found me trying to break into a Nuka-Cola machine and, showed me a different way. So, Kesha, can you tell us a bit about how we can make sure our water is safe for drinking? Try to keep it to the basics for training purposes.
Oh, it's not complicated, really. Find water and strain out any big particles and chunks. Then, boil it in a pot over an open fire for a minute or two, then let it cool. Should be fine. Like making tea, right?
Uh-huh. You joined the responders a while ago and helped develop a program to train volunteers. So, were you a survivalist prior to all of this?
You could say that. I taught high school kids. I used to talk about this very thing to them. Practical application of the sciences. It's fascinating, but you never realize how important some things will be down the road, do you?
I guess not.
Oh my
So
god,
if we
it
were
takes so
students
long.
of yours, what would you
Okay.
tell us about the world now?
There we go. So, superhero sledgehammer. Just indestructible, basically. Guess not. You repair these, then they're worth more, right? Pipe pistol, see? Gotcha. Oh, that bone cutter. Make a left.
Make yourself at home. I did. So updated first things first. Alright, so let's turn that the fuck off. Chloe's my pet. Or maybe I'm
okay.
yours. I'm not sure.
To the right. Checkpoint. Retrieve. Aha.
DASA has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. It seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging for food and fighting off rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. And we holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned into a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoka to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water. I can't tell you how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. We were safe. They had a problem, though. Their water sources were contaminated heavily. People were boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe.
Crap.
So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water. And I did. The world is getting better, but slowly. We need to make sure it doesn't relapse, too. It's going to take time and care, that's all. Well, time, care, and science.
Among other things. Sample. Oh, that's right. Okay, let's complete one more experiment for the responders to become full. Look at Dilbert Winters at his home. That led me to another quest. Alright. Very cool. What was that? Silver pocket watch.
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised in this very town. Lit my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see, helping folks through thick and thin, till the heavens open up again and take us all up anyways. When this all happened, I figured like most it was time. This was the end, but it wasn't, was it? We're still here. At first, I thought it was a mistake, that we was missed, forgotten. Maybe we did some wrongs. Didn't give enough to charity, maybe. Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times. Maybe thought some things that ought not to have been thought. So I asked him. I asked how. Why? I fought your wars on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then, in my despair, I saw some survivors eating raw rat carcass behind a dumpster. You ought to cook that first, I warned them. Seemed obvious. We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own filth. I realized right then and there that I was being tasked. From then on, I built kitchens, cooked good food, fed anyone who walked up with an empty belly, and I was thankful for my task in life. Thankful. Next time hell or high water land at my stoop, I'll be swept clear away with it. But until then, let's share a home-cooked meal together, all right?
All right, let's see. Oh, I see. The animation. Check in with self-service, and that's the big dot. There's the big dot. Here we go. Contact response using database.
Make you here to brush up on your responder survival training?
What the hell's behind me? Yes. Displaying. What is it? Not exactly sure why TikTok does that. It's stupid as hell, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I will do. Actually, what is going on over on Kick? Let me jump over there real quick. I got. What is up? Jumping in with the Moj. Pleeplos riot. Alright, let's see. Investigate Morgantown.
I bet this town was really nice before the war.
Alright. So in my immediate area, can't do anything. Place marker, photo mode, zoom in. Alright, so we're gonna go out here. Gold fork, huh? Oh, that's why I can't run. See, I can't break these down even. Where's my... Yeah, well... So encumbered is just... You can't sprint. I thought there was... I was wrong. Where's this? So we're supposed to drop this shit? I was at the wrong... Wait a minute, where can I... Something... Wasn't there something I could sell? Here, was it on the outside? Maybe I was wrong. Okay, so I got this confused with... Services. think what I am going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Nope, I'm not going to break. I am not going to break. I won't have enough time coming back from that. So basically what I am going to do, I'm going to head out earlier than I thought I was going to. That is fine. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Welcome back, X. Finally streaming back on there. Turn that off when I stop paying for December. So took a month off and now I'm back. Streaming back to X. I'm 97 Bravo. This has been Fallout 76. You guys are cool. We will catch you next time. Latest.